So what's good, guys? How is your Tezos? Right? So, with this case that's being brought before the IRS with Tezos, right? These people, they were smart. They went ahead, they paid the taxes on it. Then they didn't just seek a refund on the taxes. They wanted to go to court over this to provide a standard for crypto, right? So what does this mean for everyone else who stakes crypto? Staking or baking, right? And I stake and bake. So I run Theta Guardian node, Theta or T-Fuel, what is that? Elite Edge node, as well as I have the Persistence, XPRT, as well as I have the Elrond, eGold, and MEX through the Maiar exchange. So there's quite a bit that I've got on the table as well here, you know? Now, earlier today I was listening in on some tax attorneys. I believe the channel is Mark Kohler. I believe that's correct. I would love to either interview or at least question many other things on some of the things that I'm looking to achieve and some of the things that I've already done to get a second opinion. So I may try to find out how I can get a hold of these people to ask them a few questions. Because it's only of recent, right? Like in the last year and a half where all of these other people have now come into crypto. And supposedly everyone's an expert. Right? I've been doing this since 2014, so I got a little more than a toe in the water, if you know what I mean, right? Not only that, to be able to have the opportunity to then ask those questions for the disabled in some of the things that I've done as far as setting up a trust, which this guy speaks of. But the way that he's going about this is different, but kind of cool. So it seems, well, from what I gather from his latest video today, it seems as though with your crypto, as far as your staking, right, under the umbrella of the trust, to then form an S Corp. And then have that S Corp solely for the staking. However, if you're not selling your crypto, now the case has not been won yet, okay? It has not been settled in court yet. But just as it stands right now, let's say that you did have to pay taxes on that, right? Just as it were, not moving, not the way that most of us envision this happening, whereas with your staking rewards, you can just leave that alone and you're not taxed on that until you sell that back into the market. That would be great. That would be awesome. However, the moment you do, then what? So to have an S corporation under the umbrella of the trust, to then be able to sell that out of the S corporation, but like using an LLC to own the rental property under the umbrella of the trust. So you're protecting your liability in case of a lawsuit. That's what that is for. So as far as staking and whatnot, now granted, it depends on the scale of which you are, right? So I mean, someone coming at this with $10,000, no, I wouldn't suggest that. Someone coming at this with 200,000 or more, yeah, this might be worth a look-see. But I have many other questions moving forward, because there are many other things that I still want to do in crypto for the disabled, as well as for my trust, right? So yeah, I still have quite a few things working, more than just me, right? But no, few other things going on at the moment, like my dollar cost average in the crypto. You know, I don't want to confuse Gemini active trader at the moment. You know, so I don't want to go ahead with a limit buy order and then go to make a transfer and then I can't transfer out, right? I've run into that before. So right now I've got to wait. It should only be like one more day for these funds to transfer into Gemini for me to then be able to purchase and then transfer out of Gemini to another exchange to trade that coin for what I want, and then withdraw that into a cold wallet. Because my intention is not to sell. My intention is to compound these different things, because whether the market goes up or down, I'm not phased. I don't have to sell in order to pay the bills. That's if you're doing that, you're going about this the wrong way. Right now, I see this as a buying opportunity. You know, not financial advice or in any way, shape, or form, right? So I just see this dip as a buying opportunity, because whether the market goes up or down, I would still be acquiring more coins, more tokens, that sort of thing, while staking. So it's a residual income. However, like I said, I'm just compounding my rewards. I'm not selling any of this back into the market. So big difference there. You know, if there comes a time where I need more funds, that's fine. My dollar cost average will just take a break for a month or two. You know, it's not like... See, but I have so many other questions and thoughts. I just wish all these tax things would just... I wish that these tax things would just not work themselves out, but be more clear, right? I mean, if you want, why are you trying to stop the innovation? That's what I don't understand. Look at all these other nations out here who are giving, offering citizenship even, and no taxes on your crypto earnings or what you hold. All of these different places around the world are going to become huge from this. So by taxing this, because we're already taxed to death. I mean, it's beyond taxation without representation. I mean, if you go back and you look at the percentage of taxes then compared to now, what are we at, double? I mean, some states like New York and California, it taxes, 60% of what you earn? I don't get that. Not at all. I mean, and to think that they want more, pay your fair share. Meanwhile, everyone else on both sides of the aisle, right, get to walk free, get a free pass. I say to all the Congress critters, times are coming. Time's going to be changing too. So I can't wait for the day to see term limits on Congress critters. Not just the president of 4 years. I'd love to see the same thing in Congress, but say Congress maybe 8 years, something like that. I mean, because how else can you come into Congress, whether the House or the Senate, and you might be worth $2 million, and you leave and you're worth $200 million? Really? Like insider trading? Oh yeah, right. Like pork bellies, Miss Clinton. Right. So, I mean, many other things, right? Look at all these other ones. Harry Reid, with all of this other stuff, and Solyndra, and what is it? The whole Obama regime. What was the wackadoodle over there in California? I can see her face. I can't see her name. The one. We got to pass it to find out what's in it. That one. Yeah, Pelosi. I put a K in there. I think the family removed the K in their name. Instead of it being Pelosi, I think the name is really Pelosi. But anyway, that's just me, right? Well, I mean, it's not nearly as bad as the whoopee comment, right? I mean, it's like it's only white and black and that's it. That's all it's ever been. No. Wrong. It's all you've ever known. I'll say it that way. Everyone's your enemy, I guess, right? Whatever. Everyone's the victim now. But, but yeah, I mean, all of these different taxes on the U.S., the USSA, right? If you want to lead in this new revolution, I mean, I'm not saying no tax, but damn it, why are you gonna take this much? I mean, why? Just to kill innovation? That's like burning down the barn to get rid of the rats, It's like the version of herpes, a gift that keeps on giving, even though you don't want it. But what do? If you fight it, you end up going to federal prison, like, what was his name? Big in gold and silver. His son now runs place. He lives in Puerto Rico. Peter Schiff. So Peter Schiff's father. That was how he spent the last few years of his life in prison. Was over not paying taxes because they were not legal. It was a voluntary system, and he knew that. However, it needs to be easier for people in crypto, not just taxed out the wazoo, and then penalties and interest and all this, because we know that 5 years out from now that they're going to be using these different tools. I mean, if you and I can just use coin census and stuff like this to look at the blockchain and follow each transaction back and try to trace these people back to who holds what wallets. I mean, even though, let's say you hold a decent amount and then you split that off into several different other wallets. So that way it's not only in one wallet, right? It's not only in 5 wallets. You got different things set up and lined up that way purposely. Thought this out years in advance, right? But the moment, say, like I say, 5-7 years from now, when they can use these other services to look at the blockchain and take this all the way back. All the way back. Who bought what and who sold what, when, where, and why. Right? And then try to go after you for it. Then what? So it's not that I'm saying a tax evasion. I'm saying that the taxes need to be addressed more as far as different ways that we can not escape taxes, but different ways that we can benefit from this, right? Like what I've done with owning rental property and being able to sell crypto and then wash those taxes right off the side because of fixing the rental property up. So that's a complete wash. So of the amount of taxes that I would have had to pay. But again, are they going to want to try to come after me for what they believe that I haven't paid for? Even though I got the proof I did? I mean, so it needs to be a lot more clear cut. I mean, look at now, you buy stuff on Amazon or on eBay, right? And on all these different websites. Used to you didn't pay tax on buying stuff on the internet. You didn't pay sales tax. Remember those days? Yeah, that's over with. So it's only a matter of time, but why don't they do it in such a way to where, on the sale of your crypto, however much it is, above a certain tier, then take out a certain percentage on the sale at that moment, or on the purchase, but much lower than, why do I want to pay? Okay, just say like a part-time job, right? Part-time job paid, 25-30%. But say, because I'm not even including Social Security, all this other kind of stuff that you would have to pay as a sole proprietorship entity, an S Corp. I'm not figuring any of that in at this moment. I'm just looking at this and going, wow, dude. Would there be kind of like a flat tax, basically, right? So if you want to buy or sell your crypto, and it should be to go from fiat into crypto, not from crypto to crypto. If my only options to buy in the crypto is Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum, okay, then why? And as well, to go back out of the market, I have to go back into those coins to then sell on them, to then sell through an exchange, to go back into my checking account. So at that point, I could see that. But from crypto to crypto, that's stupid. That's stupid. You're killing innovation. So, I mean, all these different projects. And then as it is, you want to tax earnings and threaten everyone with prison time. Like I said, this has now become the USSA. So yeah, with trying to set different things up to not pay these kinds of taxes, as well as to set things up for the disabled, 501c3, that sort of stuff, to do other things, to use this for the disabled. I mean, I have no family. That's all done. I mean, I got cousins, yeah. Really, I got one cousin and his son and daughter. And that's about it. Everyone else, I don't know them. I mean, really. It's like that. When's the last time any of them called? Really? So, it being that I don't have a family to give any of this to, why not do something with what I've been able to achieve in crypto and actually do something for the disabled and maybe provide a path. So in this respect, I would like to ask Mark Kohler and his associates a few questions in how to do this, how to structure this properly. I mean, the attorney that I've had and who set up my trust, it's like he wants $5,000 just to, go get a Starbucks. It's like, I would like another opinion on what I've done and the routes in which the research in which I have done. So yeah, I would like to ask y'all a few questions to maybe help myself and help many other people who are either new to crypto, who are disabled, or who are like me and have been in crypto for many years. So, and say they're just tied off on the sidelines and they never did pay taxes. And they have a lot of questions. Because with all of these so-called experts, where did they come from, right? But no, looking for better answers to difficult questions. So, with that, hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all go make it a day. Later.
yeah.